Welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. This is your boy Satoshi Heavy coming at you live from good old hot ass Arizona. It is 11:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, so approximately 1:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Welcome everybody. This is another edition to Satoshi's Shit Show. Let's get shit popping. Let's get it rolling, shall we? So with that, I will now get these tunes now pressed off the bat and boom. By the way, that song is called, the last song that was played, which was a very, very good song, is called All or Nothing by Chrome Sparks. All or Nothing by Chrome Sparks. And if you've been tuning in, the song before that was Fall by Odessa and Toddler Tiger by Slow Magic. Okay, with that, let's transition, y'all, and we can begin our journey. Oh shit! Forgot one thing. Oh, I forgot that I need to make my trading, I need to open up my account real quick, so I can trade with y'all if I find a trade. So let's get this all set up real quick, and then we'll officially begin. I think it's right here though. Boom, boom. Very strange. I'm about to pause this because Google's been doing some weird shit lately, so I want that. See, Google's playing still, but I don't have it up anywhere. Interesting. Anyways, I think I got it all set up. So, yep, we're good. So, oh shit, my Forex account. I have to open up both of them. Sorry, I'm a little late on that. Dang it. Okay, Forex account open. We're open. Kraken account open. We're all good. Set up. We're good. So let's get this popping. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, transition, y'all. Oh, yeah, transition, y'all. Damn, I didn't notice that. So what has happened since the last time we've updated, which has only been 24 hours? Not much. I mean, I assumed we would move up beyond this point, but we moved down. It happens. Is this still an A, B, C? I still believe so. I don't believe we're gonna go down right now. I believe we're gonna go up. It's the way this shit looks. By the way, let's get this out of the way for now. And again, the time aspect of this is already. I'm no longer considering this a 4. This is not a 4. I don't give a fuck who the fuck you are. It's not a 4. Point me to any Elliotician. It's not a 4. I don't give a fuck. It's not a 4. Let's get it. Let's get the Bitcoin. Let's get a big daddy Bitcoin. What's Bitcoin doing? Yeah, this honestly, it's not a 4. That's all I care about. Because before, remember, we're trying to really think, is this a 4? And if it was a 4, it'd be a really easy trade, you know? 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, you know, easy trade. But the time aspect already has reigned too long for me to consider a sister wave of this too, as well as the fact that the channels have been discredited. So if this was going to be a true bearish setup, so 1 through 5, this channel here should never have been broken. I'm about to show you. Get this one out of the way. So your 0, 2, and 1 channel shouldn't be broken, and neither should your other channel should not. I'm about to show you. Your 0, I'll propose 2, 1, right? So this actually is, so far, it's actually listening to, ow. What the fuck is going on here? Gosh, damn. That was painful as fuck. It's like someone pulled my hair. That was weird. A fucking jacket of mine fell off my chair and it had a hook on it and it pulled the fuck out of my hair. Gosh, damn, it hurt. Anyways, fuck. This is actually listening to a rule of mine, but let's also do one other check. So. So in essence, for this to be a 4, this absolutely has to follow some rules. I'm checking it right now. The first rule is that the extension must be greater than 1.618 extension, and the retrace must not be more than a 1-to-1. So here's a 1.618 extension from the initial impulse of what we're considering our initial impulse down. 1, 2, 3, check. The reactionary wave, aka wave 4, shall not surpass a 1-to-1. Here's the 1-to-1, and it did. You can accept that as long as it closes underneath that, but the fact that we're not closing out of this range right here to 1.236 is very telling to the it's not very telling, but it is hinting towards the fact that this is not a 4. If this was going to be a 4, we would rather it do this. 1, 2, 3, hit that extension, come back, reject that, come back like that, and then reject this 1-to-1, and then we come rolling down. And that would fit way better in terms of structure and time aspects for the wave 4, as well as the channeling aspects. If you don't know what the channeling aspects, let me show you a quick little how-to real quick. Elliott wave theory, my section. So let me try to find it. It might be somewhere. Might be in a different section. I know we have it somewhere. I don't know if I have it in the trade like Toshi side or just purely the Elliott wave section. Oh, here we are. Found it. So I'll go ahead and move this over. So this is our Elliott wave channels and how you should draw them. 1, 3, 2, and just read these. See 0, 2, 1. 4 kisses the channel. Never closes inside the channel. Extension passive 1.618 extension. So that's essentially it right there, you know, and it's following that, but the other aspects just make me believe that it's not a 4. Time is one of the biggest things in regards in the Elliott wave, and this has definitely exceeded the applicable sister wave compatibility for 2-4. And so let's do another check. If I'm not considering that a 4, I must be considering it a 2 or a B. Or a new trend up, right? Because the reason why I say that is because the entire structure for Bitcoin looks like it should be ready to go up pretty soon, if not now. So just be very cautious if you're trying to short the shit out of this, because I'm telling you, the bigger move's gonna come north. It's just the structure looks like it should come down one more time, but it's not a given. All right. So again, the short setups that we've been talking about, they're not swings. They're meant for literally once the move happens, you're closing out of that trade, because the move's gonna get you basically to the zone where we need to close out a trade in regards to a short and take profit zone, and then flipping back bullishly to go long. That's how quick this trade should be if it happens. Okay, it should happen within like 4 hours. A 4-hour trade once the move starts happening, if it happens. And if you miss that 4-hour move, so like I said, I assume this is either a B or 2 or like I said another impulsive wave up. The reason why I don't think it's a new impulsive wave up is because this structure does not look impulsive at all. It looks reactionary or contractive in regards to this move that came down. So it's hard for me to believe that this is a new trend up, and I really like to believe and start to lean towards the fact that it is some sort of B or either a B or a 2 of some sort. I don't think it's a 2 because I again don't think we're gonna break this low at 46.70. But who am I, right? It could be a 2, it could be a 1-2, but I really don't think it's a 1-2. Really don't think it's a 1-2 like that at all. And so, because I don't think it's a 1-2, I just have to keep sticking to my guns. I have to keep sticking to what has got me here and what has stayed true. The structure's still holding intact, so why should I run away from it, right? Right. So let's just continue on our side. Oh shit. Wrong way. That should be micro. This should be micro. And this should be sub-minute. WXY ABC. I want to also see something too as well. Here's a golden pocket. We're right in it too. Yeah, because we came below and we're not closing above the golden pocket, I'm really thinking we're due for a move down. We can pop up like this, but I really do think we're due for a move down just because of these ideas. And so what I believe is WXY. This is a flat. Since this is a flat, Y must be a zigzag or a triangle. That's it. I'm liking the zigzag better than the triangle. Max extension I'll allow is the 1-to-1s there. I will not allow for any extension below this low, below that low. To me, that invalidates the really bullish structure if we move that low. So maybe, in my opinion, anything below here is a good buy. So you can lay your orders to buy, starting from there with your smallest order like 10%, 20, 30, that equals 30 plus 30, 60, and then your last order at 40% of your lot down here. So you're at 10. The reason why we're doing this because I think this is a potential swing. I don't layer my positions if I don't think it's going to be a swing position. If I layer my positions, that means I'm thinking it's going to be a good swing setup, and you should so 10% a lot, 20%, 30%. the only reason I believe this is because I think this is gonna be a good. I think it's gonna be a good swing setup. I think this is again reiterating the fact: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. No change for me, really. Hold on. I pause real quick. I have to run to the pause. Just pause. I need to answer something real quick. I'll be back in like 5 minutes. Okay, I'm so sorry. I gotta take this phone call, which is unfortunate, but I have to. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Until then, just wow. I just noticed. Was this never transitioned? What the hell? Hold on. Well, I'm sorry. Thank you, Infamous, for DMing me on Discord. Because if I wouldn't have looked at my phone, I would have never looked at this. Okay, so reiterate what I just said. I really do believe this is a WXY, and if it is a WXY, we're making Y must be a zigzag, and it must mimic X in regards to W in regards to time. So we haven't hit the appropriate time aspects for assisted wave. We want here to hit in order to be an applicable assisted wave. I'll be right back though. I gotta answer this phone call. But until then, just keep listening to my music, and I'll just keep this chart going like this. All right. So let's do this real quick. Raise this up a little bit. I'll be right back. sorry about that. Had to tackle some stupid business. Everything's good now. Anyway, but where were we at? Oh yeah, I totally totally forgot about. I totally forgot that I didn't let you guys freaking. Okay. Sigh. I'm sorry, my friend. Sorry, everybody, that can't catch the live stream or was too impatient for this live stream. Anyways, I'm sorry. In essence, what I'm saying is I'm very, very strict with my time aspects, so we've hit enough time here in regards to a structure but the question now is not in regards to structure, in regards to time, but in regards to structure, we don't have enough at this point. We didn't have enough, and that was another reason why I went so short up here. Not only because, like I explained to you why I went short yesterday, but that was another reason. Many reasons to go short. And now we definitely have not made enough time and enough in regards to a structure to deem this as an end of correction, correct? We've hit that 2/3 time frame, and we've done it so in three moves. 1, 2, 3. But the key here is, are we in the subwaves? Are we done? Did we have enough in regards to the subwave structure to consider this done? And that is where the can of worms starts to get open. And this is why I'm saying you should layer your position here, just in case that does happen. We do break down, because the monowaves, the subwaves may say like, okay, after we drop here, the subwaves may say we go one more down, but the entire aspect, the entire setup is still valid as long as that gold zone is held unclosed. Getting down to this gold zone will be very bearish, by the way. And I just wouldn't think that would be the case. So again, rules for WXY is very simple. If your W is a zigzag, any three, then your Y is probably going to be a flat or a triangle, or vice versa. If W is a flat, any three, then Y is probably going to be a zigzag, or oh, my mouse is dying. Sorry. Or a triangle, like I said before, or a triangle. One of my best trades came off of WXY with a Y being a triangle, and that was off of a Forex chart. That was off USD CAD. Let me show you the example, because I'm not a fibber. I just like to show, and my group could attest to this setup as well, because USD CAD right here. Right here. I consider this a WXY. Let me see if I can pull up the actual chart on here. Okay. It's gonna be one of the first freaking charts I've ever posted in the USD CAD. USD CAD. Oh, it's right there. It's right. It's right here. Where is it? Ah, oh, fuck. One before. Oh, right here. Bang. Shaboom. W, X, Y. And you see if that is right here. A, B, C, W, X, Y. Zigzag, flat or triangle, made a triangle. And look at the time aspects of this. 1/3 range to the T, Look at that, 2/3 range to the T. Cannot get any better than that. Cannot. X wave, follow the X wave time frame algo, and then the Y followed the sister wave algo, which is this. That 2/3 range. You look for this hot zone, that is exact hot zone, or this hot zone for a low. And look, A. Oh wait, shit, wrong way. A, B, C, D, E. Boom. And that's what we'll get into this chart right now, but so now that we have an idea, since this is a flat, this should be a zigzag. The reason why I don't think this is the end of the move is because it doesn't match a time frame. So here's your time frame. The time frame you're looking for is a 1-to-1, a 2/3 range minimum for a sister wave algo. Shit. Right here. Here's your sister wave algo. Did we make a zigzag into that zone? No. This is why. Okay, I know I could be wrong. Again, I could be wrong. This doesn't have to be the count, but since I'm not getting the time necessary to deem this as the end of the correction, I'm just gonna keep running with my chart. It hasn't been wrong since quite some time. So until it gets invalidated, I'm just gonna continue running with it. Now I know some of the smaller setups in the subway structure have been wrong, but the totality of things have been very correct. In regards to what I showed y'all for setups and stuff. I'm trying to look for all my charts going back to here in the Bitcoin channel. There's this last one. That was gas. But the ones I'm really looking for. Doesn't really matter. So, I'm just gonna keep running with this idea until I'm proven wrong. I am. There's a possibility that this is just ending 5, and this is now 1, 2, starting off for a new impulse. But this structure right here does not look like an impulsive structure whatsoever. This looks like some sort of corrective structure. If it was impulsive, both Ethereum and Bitcoin will be doing the exact same thing, but they're not. So, and because they're not doing the exact same thing, I'm really not believing this is an impulse. Notice how Ethereum hit a high here, but Bitcoin didn't. So, I just don't believe this is a impulse. I don't. I believe it's some sort of corrective structure. I don't know what it is. I don't care what it is, really. I mean, I do. Because you want to find out what the structure is to get a good setup and good entry and exit point. Jesus Christ. I've had everyone and their mom comment about that. Sorry again, I'm so sorry about that. I really did not mean to do that. New mentions. A Litecoin. I'll look at Litecoin, I guess. Boom. Okay. I was just checking a few messages that were sent to me. Sorry, I was answering a few questions. Infamous asked me about 4,000 questions a day about Chevy. I have no problem with it. But he just asked a lot of questions. It's funny. Love you, Infamous. And I appreciate the feedback in regards to Chevy. It helps me develop it. It helps me understand what y'all want and what I need to do to help fulfill you guys' wants and needs. So, in regards to Bitcoin, I'm not changing shit. I'm looking to buy down here somewhere. Again, I'm not chasing a short. I'm not chasing no shorts. I'm not gonna enter this short right here. If it breaks down south without me, cool. I don't give a fuck. I'll just catch the move on it. I'll catch it along on the left side. I don't give a fuck. But if we were to go short now, then we move up. Then now we're in water. Now what we're thinking. Now what we're thinking. Oh shit, short some more? What if we're wrong? Then it goes up again. Then we're really fucked, right? So again, I do believe this is some sort of ABC, and we're going to make a zigzag or a triangle here. Flat, zigzag. Alright? Now a zigzag doesn't mean you have the appropriate and logical, not appropriate and logical, but the strict, I guess it is a strict guideline, but the guideline is strict guideline for Elliott Wave in regards to a zigzag is that the C leg or Y, depending on what the structure is, must hit a specific extension. If it's a C, it has to hit a 1.618 A, B, C. If it's a WXY zigzag, it has to hit a 1.236. And those are the two strict guidelines. But in regards to sister wave alteration for WXYs, it does not need that. It just needs the structure to form into a zigzag or a flat. And just because something doesn't reach a... So if I was to draw this, what is that? No, I got love. I got mad love for you. I appreciate all the feedback you give me, man. I really do. It helps me to, like I said, it helps me develop Chevy a lot. Don't stop. If you got a question, ask me. Don't be afraid to ask me questions. The biggest issue with society and like in terms of just people in general, in regards to what they want and stuff, is they don't ask enough questions. We simply don't ask enough questions, and that's why a lot of us are not where we want to be in life. It's why a lot of us are not happy about how things are going. It's because we're afraid to ask questions to really to try to understand things better. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna ask any question, whatever the question is, to anybody I don't give a fuck who it is. It could be the president of the United States. I'm gonna ask that question. It could be fucking your girlfriend. It could be Paul from down the street. I don't give a fuck. I'm asking questions. If I don't understand something, I'm asking questions. I don't care who it is. I don't care what they think about me. If I don't understand it, I don't understand it. I want to know. Explain to me. So please, I'm just teasing you, bro. Much love, man. Appreciate the feedback. We do. Don't be afraid to ask questions, no matter what it is. So again, if I were to draw this shape, what would you consider this? A flat or a zigzag? It looks like a zigzag, right? So that's the key. Just because it didn't hit a specific extension, remember the rule is it must hit a 1.23 extension, which is there, but it didn't. And it needs to hit that to be considered a zigzag for Elliott wave. But I'm telling you right now that you don't always have to hit those extensions and still make the structure in regards to a WXY. So this could break down like this, right? Like this. And this will make a zigzag, right? Down, up, down, break the low. That's a zigzag, right? But it doesn't need to get to a 1.618 extension. Because if it gets down to that low, I'm very bearish, to be honest with y'all. Down that low, I'm very bearish. I don't care. If that was like this, all the way down there, that's really bearish. I would not accept that. I wouldn't even accept a 1.236 extension. And that's what I'm saying is, just because I'm calling for a possible zigzag in regards to a WXY sister compatibility, doesn't mean we're going to get that full extension like we usually would call for when we call for a zigzag in regards to Elliott wave. Because with the combos, it doesn't always happen like that. Your zigzag doesn't always have to hit those extensions, or vice versa, your flats. But what must be key is the structure must be held with as a zigzag or a flat. To me, a flat means it's pretty flat. You know, you can draw a trend like that and it won't break any lows or highs. Flat, a regular flat. Expander flat. Zigzag. Essentially, for a zigzag, the hard rule is you don't retrace more than a 0.618. So if we're gonna believe this, it's gonna be a very easy setup for a short. Actually, I don't know why I just thought of that. It will not exceed that if it's gonna be a zigzag. It would never do that. It will never exceed that if it's to be a zigzag. If it exceeds that, then you expect a flat or a breakout, depending on how you pivot. If you pivot and float sideways with oscillators dipping down low, or it's going sideways, then you know that it's probably a consolidation breakout to happen. But if we hit this high and break low, then and without any consolidation, you know this is probably now forming an A, B, C, D, E triangle. And for this, it's either one move like this, all this is B, or A, B, C, X, A, B, C. So that exceeds the time we want for our next wave. So if this is an A, B, C, this has to be A, B, C. To me, it's A, and then A, B, C, and expanded flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, B, C. Consolidation here, breakout like this. So again, this is what I'm thinking. Invalidation will be this low. But this is what I see. So no real change for Bitcoin. Ethereum. Again, I just think this is some sort of corrective pattern. I don't know what it is and how we're forming it, but I just believe we're some sort of corrective pattern. For Ethereum, it's much of the same, you know. WXY. ABC, ABC. Again, this doesn't look like a 5-wave impulse, it's like a 3-wave ABC. So again, if this was to say bearish into a bearish WXY setup, this has to be a flat. WXY, ABC. This was very much a flat. So it's going to be a zigzag. That means we won't get above that golden box like we're saying. So that line right there. Yeah, that's essentially it. You could, if you went long with those calls that Sean made earlier today, stick with them and just watch those zones be met. And if you get rejected hard, then you could assume that this count right here I'm showing is probably correct. But if we don't reject hard, then you could assume that, like say if we come up and we close above that, then I'm probably wrong. Because if this is to be a zigzag, we cannot exceed this box on closes at all on a H1 or above. Zero, none of them. Cannot close above that golden box. In fact, I'd rather us reject just under, like right there, and or right at it. But nothing has really changed for either of them, okay? Let's look at this real quick. Any signs on TGX or RSI? What are a double bottle and RSI for divergence here? So if we do our rules, 0, 1's the high, 2 is the low. So X is here. Notice how we're not even close. So if I'm shorting, I'm shorting this number right here at 163 and 32 cents with my stop like right in the middle, right above this high right there at 166.75, and I'm shooting for this. The only reason I'm thinking this is because we made divergence, right? Came up, attacked. We try to attack it with 0, 1, 2, X, Y, Z, and since Z could not clear the low of Y in less time and complexity than it took to get to that point, I think OX, which is this move building up, will take the top off this 0 again. 0, 1, 2. X, Y, Z. Since Z didn't break that low, if Z would have broke that low, you would short any retest, and you short it down for OX. But since Z didn't break that low, we're thinking OX takes the tops off Y here into X range pivot, because the rule of divergence is what value range theory is, in essence, is this is what value range theory is. When divergence is seen, X range will be attacked if divergence can be. So what this basically means is every time you see divergence, you're expecting X to be attacked. And if it isn't within 2 to 3 candle closes of when you see that divergence, then your divergence is probably going to be false. So again, this divergence was probably seen like at a 2 hour or 4 hour. It's actually a 1 hour. It's a 1 hour one. And since we didn't break up or south in any type of like very telling moves, this is why I'm thinking this X range is still gonna get attacked. Because 0, 1, 2, the rule is once you get divergence, X likes to be attacked. We tried to attack it, we didn't come close yet. Usually this is a very bearish sign since you didn't come close to X. But the fact that we came low and in a more complex pattern than it took to come from 1, 2, 3. This is now like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave pattern instead of a 1, 2, 3. More complexity, same time or more time than it took to get from this point to this point. Therefore, the rule of a breakdown is not there. It's not there. And because of that, this is why I'm really thinking we're going to put this right here. A, B, C, W. I don't give a fuck what it is. I just know there's a pattern that's waiting for me to do this. So again, if you're long, just keep holding your longs. Keep adjusting your stops. I know Sean said to enter down here. So if you enter down there, move your stop to right here. Secure your position. 152, secure your position. And then look to exit your full load at 161.68 cents. And then 163 and 13 cents. If we get up to 165 and 85 cents and start closing above 160 on a retrace, then I'm really going to start thinking this is actually an impulsive breakout, and that instead of being a reactionary contractive B wave to an A, B, C zigzag. Okay. But that's essentially it for these two. I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at Litecoin because someone asked me to take a look at Litecoin, so I'll do that for them. And then we're gonna take a look at USD CAD. And then I will also look at CHF NZD. Okay, this is completely wrong, obviously. One, two, three, four. Extended fifth. Holy, what a retrace. Jesus Christ. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, two, three, four, five. So this is I think this is done. I do, right? We're now in the bear range when we dipped into the bear range. That's not good. We haven't done that since pretty long time. When did I draw this? I don't remember this at all. And look at this. Very key. See this trend line I drew here? I also drew it on price action. And look, it broke out and below on TGX. Here, and then it did here on price action. That's when you should have went, oh wait. Yes, that's when it should have went short, once it did it on both price action. Once, rule, your oscillator will most likely lead your momentum oscillator will most likely lead your price action, but your price action will never lead your oscillator. If your price action does lead your oscillator, I guarantee that move is going to be very small and very quick, and it's not going to be a sustainable move. But usually once your oscillator starts showing it on like momentumly, then you can start expecting price to do the same. Again, oscillator broke here. A key to this was once you broke there, you couldn't get back to that blue range, and that should have been a really telling us how it's short. And then we get any divergence calls. So we just got nasty bullish divergence right here. 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2. So in order to be confident in a long, we want consistent closes over 70 and 44 cents right here. That's your range right there. This is your X pivot you must close above in order to be bullish. So if you go like this, then you can long that like that. But only if you get a close above that X range. If not, then we're not going to do nothing with it. And check this. We might get a divergence call off this, so let's just do this. So if we break down and make a low, as long as we hold this channel, long the fuck out of it. As long as RSI holds the median line and this holds the channel, long the fuck out of it. And once both price action and RSI both leave the channel, it's go time. Look at this. Strong buy approaching. Dip back below. As long as we stay above this red on the 4 hour, it's pretty good. We don't want to dip in the red. Dipping into red is pretty scary. Usually causes for more sideways action, like what happened here. But to me, this is A, B, C, X, and then some complex combo here. This also could be 1, 2. I don't think this is 3. So only like it's WXY. Let's check something out real quick. I don't know if it works for a W. I think it works for ABC, not a WXY. Yeah, ABC. Yep. Perfect. See how we've already went over the time as perfect, because in an ABC, two of them will mimic each other and one will be very different. Two of them are going to be complex, one's going to be simple. It's always like that. Complex, rather simple. Again, you wouldn't long until your trend line's broken. Really, like to be really safe, until this trend line's broken. After this, I'll get out of here. Notice how TJX is showing breakout on price action, but not on, breakout on oscillator, but not on price action yet. So this is this could be a telling sign that momentum is shifting, and we can start expecting to lock in some longs. ETH moving. Not really, bro. Dude, you guys need to calm down. You guys have way too much emotion. That is not moving. What the fuck is that, dude? It's not moving. It did nothing, actually. And I'm doing so, calm down, relax. Ow, shit. But want to take a look at USD CAD before I get out of here? Could this be an ABC? One, two, three, four, five. If we break this low, short it. But I'm thinking it's gonna do this for this last little 5 here. And then we'll enter that short right here. Like this. Investing. Boy, get the fuck out of here. No, I'm just kidding. In terms of investing, bro, I don't know what you mean. What kind of time frame when I hear investing, I'm thinking like long-term buying, like years. And what do you mean by dump? Like what dump? What are you talking about? Give me something to reference against, and then I could give you my opinion. In my opinion, you should have been, if you're trying to accumulate for investing, you should have been buying when Ethereum is sub 100, not over 150 bucks. That's my opinion, though. But give me something to go off of. You can't just tell me, is this, like, give me a time frame you're looking at. What do you mean by a dump? Do you mean a dump? Like, what some people think, some people say dump, they literally mean like a 5% move. So I need to know, what's your definition of a dump? Because when I see a dump, that means levels are being broken across with significant force and momentum. And to me, if we were to dump from this point, this pivot here would get taken out. If we were just to dump like that, this pivot here would get taken out. That's a dump to me. Is that a dump to you? And by the way, like you just gotta tell me, like, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean? Investing in what? In what time frame? Again, I'm not an investor. I haven't bought and held a fucking thing in forever. The last time I did that was like literally, I shit you not, up here. So please, tell me what you mean in reference to a dump and investing. Because, like I said, the way I see investing is long-term, 3 to 5 years, 3 to 5 years. And if you're that kind of guy, then 10%, 20% doesn't matter to you. This doesn't matter to you at all. That's an investor. They don't care about. What they care about is if it going back to all-time highs or just at least halfway to all-time highs. That's an investor. So what are you? Are you trying to invest for a day, 2 days, a week, month, year? What's your time frame? Because like I said, the way I think of investments is long-term, 3 to 5 years. And if you're looking at that, this is an okay buy, but I would rather maybe buying anything under 130, and especially under 100 for Ethereum. If I'm looking to invest long term, buying right now for a long term hold is kind of risky because although you're a lot off the high, you're a lot off the low too. You're 90% off the low, so you could potentially lose all you invested. Potential's there though. So just be mindful, right? I don't know what you meant. Let me know what you mean, and I can answer your question. But if you can't give me those 2 details, then I can't answer your question in the best way I can. I can't. So please, let me know. So yeah, I'm sorry if I upset you, by the way. I don't give a fuck about feelings. I really don't. But I'm sorry still. If you have feelings, get off the internet. That's the way I feel. If you have feelings, get off the internet. You have no reason to be on the internet. If you have feelings, get off the internet. You're just gonna be upset constantly because everybody on the internet are dickheads. It's true. I just wanted to check something real quick. Dude, oh my gosh. There's some questions on here that make me fucking drive my gears out. I don't give a fuck what kind of pattern you see. I'm not a pattern trader. Falling wedge, fucking ascending triangle, fucking descending triangle, fucking double top, triple top, Adam and Eve, cup and handle. I don't care what it is. I don't. Sure. Yes, it's making it a falling wedge. Anybody and their mom can see that it's a falling wedge, right? Anybody can see that. That's a falling wedge. Of course. How do you trade a falling wedge? You don't buy it right now. You wait till the trend line's broken, and you buy the retest. And essentially what I'm showing here, right? I've already showed that. So, I've already shown that. Just because I don't have a stupid wedge depicted doesn't mean I don't see it, okay? I see the wedge. Everybody and their mom can see a pattern on a chart. It's not hard to see a head and shoulder. It's not hard to see a cup and handle. It's not hard to see a double top. It's not. Patterns are so easy to see. Yes, I believe it's some sort of falling wedge. Sure. But am I going to call it a falling wedge? No. I'm an Elliott Wave trader. So I'm considering this and ABC. That's what I see. And very commonly, your C wave does end in a diagonal. That's very commonly your C likes to end in a diagonal. Very common. It's actually so common that it's almost. And all diagonal mean. By the way, a lot of people get confused when they say when people say diagonal, they literally mean diagonals and not triangles. What's the difference? So a diagonal, there's a specific shape I wanted to show. Here it is. Where is it? I think it's this. I forgot where I saw it, but it was a perfect. I think it was a square right here. I think it's a square. These are diagonals. Notice how they aren't perfect triangles? You're never going to see a perfect triangle in a market. It's never going to be a perfect squared triangle. It's never going to be like that. It's never going to be that perfect at all. It's going to be skewed one way or another, like this. Skewed. Like that, like this, like this, like that. Flat on the bottom, raised on the top. It just depends on what the market wants. My favorite one is the flat one. They're not perfect triangles, and they never will be. But they form diagonals, which are like sisters to triangles, because what makes a triangle are diagonals. But a triangle is not a diagonal, by the way. So again, it's very simple. I would like this. And all I'm saying is ABC, some sort of 3 ABC. If we clear this high right here at 80.50 and start closing above it, then I'm willing to say that I'm wrong in this right here. Actually, that low right there. If we start closing above it, like consistently, if we get above this, we're definitely bullish. If we get above this, we're definitely bullish. Right now, I expect this. ABC. I don't know if we're gonna come down one more time or not. ABC 1, 1, 2. ABC 1, 2, 3, 4. ABC 5. One more leg down maybe for it to complete that 5. 3 wave, 3 wave, 3 wave to really end that. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. ABC, ABC, ABC. This structure though looks like a breakout reversal structure though. A low, a hammer, plus a liquidity clear. If we can just close above 68.35, this will run probably back over to 74.22. Right. Just wanted to check a few of these things we've hold on, I wanted it. Oh yeah. This FX, yeah. This is a very interesting chart right here. To me, this right here wants to be tagged X range low. But this entire structure is a possible leading one. The only reason why I don't like this as a 5 is because it's a 3-wave. Okay, so now that this doesn't disappear, that's stupid as fuck. What the fuck? Okay, that's dumb as hell. Cool. Just stay on my fucking screen. It's retarded. This is, dude, get out of here. It's just... What the hell? Again, yes, I see a falling wedge, but I'm counting it differently than you. The way I count motors and stuff like that is completely different, and it's very different than how a lot of people count motors. And for me, the way I count corrections is once I have enough in regards to time and price, I call it an end of a correction. So, to me, A, B, C, that was enough in regards to structure and time for a correction, and so I consider this W or A, B or X, C or Y. But this is a B leg because the time it took to get from the low to the high to the breakdown was over the 1/3 range that you look for X wave to be applicable. So that's what I see, and then at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we have one more low to complete this A, B, C. 2, A, B, C, 4, A, B, C, 5. Specific, look at this right here. Just get tagged. What is that? 59.85 to 60.86. About $1 range. Look for that range to hold. But is there anything else we wanted to look at before we get out of here? USD CAD. USD CCF is very interesting. Very interesting. The fact that we have no volume right here, like 0. Look at this volume. No volume. Absolutely zero volume here. Why? Running on fumes. And look at all those wicks. Now, one or two things. There's a lot of liquidity up here, so if price does run up here, this would probably scream the fuck out. But the fact that there's so many wicks up there makes me believe that this is going to start coming down. And initially, we could aim for this X pivot, because that's X right there, right here. But the structure, since this has no volume, makes me believe this. Look, volume's key to motives and corrections. Your motives always have volume. Your corrections never have volume. So if we're gonna just look at that in that aspect, is it possible this is an A, B, C, and then A, B, C? Since we have no volume here, we have no volume, and it comes in the correction of the correction. If we're gonna consider this a proper so our first target is that, but really, this could be a huge trade. Huge trade. So I would be taking it. This is the trade I'm taking for my Forex account. I only take like 2 trades, enter 2 trades on my Forex account. Same thing with like crypto. I only try to take 2 trades in 2 different coins. I try to limit my exposure. I don't try to spread my exposure too thin, too far. I have to limit my exposure, and also don't be too overly exposed in just one single thing ever. Always want to spread it with at least 2 to 3. 3's max. 2 is what I usually go for. The fact that this actually did really good for this. Look, totally long here. Totally take profit there, and then totally just short here, which this would have got you stopped out for no gain. Totally long here, and so far you've gained 2% from that. This is very hard. This is a very difficult count. It's hard to say like where's 1, where's 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I don't. It's very hard, you know. This is. To me, those wicks